Knew it was a possibility. We just never thought in a small town in Clinton, it just wasn't going to happen.
Right away, Missouri State Highway Patrol shared who they believed was responsible.
His name is Ian McCarthy. He's 39 years old, from Clinton, Missouri area.
The search was on. One tip led them to a trailer in a nearby small town.
The events went quickly, and there was a lot of them, you know what I mean? And so I was just as in the dark as anybody.
McCarthy wasn't there, but hours later, a call came in that he was walking along a highway outside Clinton, and after 2 long, emotional days.
I'm relieved to tell you that we do have the suspect that killed Officer Gary Michael Ian McCarthy. He is in custody at this moment.
I got some smiles. Because I'm proud of my brother, and I guess I'm relieved for him. I'm relieved for us. It's great that now the thing that my brother served for can be done justice.
Tuesday, the trial for Ian McCarthy, charged with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and unlawful possession of a firearm in Officer Michael's death, began. What matters most is the man who was lost.
He was a husband, he was a father, and he was a brother, and he did all of them pretty darn good.
This is where he wanted to work. He wanted to spend his time and his career, raise his family here.
He wanted nothing more than to work for Clinton.
Officer Michael reached the end of his watch, August 6th, 2017, protecting and serving until his last breath.
I talked with Officer Michael's family last night, and I can't begin to overstate how heartbroken and exhausted they are. I mean, it's been years. We're going to continue to track this trial and bring you the verdict as soon as it's announced. Turning to the forecast now, another day hovering around the 90s.
And from listening to Mike at 5 o'clock, it sounds like we have even warmer weather possibly ahead.
Yes, we do, but don't believe your phone.
Okay.
For next week.
Interesting.
Have you looked?
No.
Oh, this will
Now
be
I'm
fun.
going to have to.
No, not yet.
Okay, all right. I'm listening to you first.
During the I shouldn't have said that, should I? Because now everybody's going to be looking at their phones instead of paying attention. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on with our air quality. It is unhealthy once again for those that are most sensitive. About 115. It continues to rise. So our 8th ozone alert day has verified. And you can see it's that one measuring device over in Kansas City, Kansas, that one there. But you can see all around us, we still have a lot of orange out there. So there is that. So if you're heading out this evening, 88 right now, all the way down to about 73 with poor air quality through about 8:30. We'll talk more about why you shouldn't believe the app on your phone coming up.
All right, that's a tease. Thank you, Mike. Time is running out for Kansas City, Missouri residents to make their voices heard on this election day.
You have just under an hour to cast that ballot, which includes choosing who will lead the city as mayor and electing the next city council. There are 6 at-large and 6 in-district city council races.
So voters will also see a KCPS school board race and questions about retaining judges.
We now want to head out to the polls with KSHB 41's Megan Abundis. Hi, Megan.
Hi, you know, whether it be city services, road conditions, rent prices, LGBTQ rights, that's what I'm hearing people care about today at the polls, and that's why they're out here. It's a ballot full of city council positions. I'm here at the polling location at 37th and Main. Handfuls of people have been rotating in and out. The KC Election Board said turnout will be very similar to April's primary election, at only about 13%. A frustrating number because many voters say this is the one that matters immediately.
Voting for the city council members is one of the most important things because they vote on a lot of legislation that affects the people that live in town. And a lot of people just don't normally come out for the smaller elections. They focus on, presidential ones, whereas no, this affects us now, right here in our own city.
You can go months and months and months and not have national elections affect what you do every day. You can go about 30 minutes without having something that the people that are on the ballot today are going to decide.
The next city council meeting is on Thursday, but if elected, these newly positions will be sworn in on August 1st. In Kansas City, I'm Megan Abundis, KSHB 41 News.
All right, thank you, Megan, for that live report. And keep in mind, the district maps will be changing in August. So if you're voting in today's election, you're voting for whichever district you will be in. You can see the current map on the left and the new one on the right there. The most noticeable change is how the Northland is split up. There will also be a change in South Kansas City.
Our in-depth reporter Todd Palmer interviewed 23 of the 24 candidates that are on that Kansas City ballot. You can hear from the candidates in your district. Just go to this story at kshb.com. You can go ahead and scroll through and find the mayoral and district candidates that'll represent you. There are also links inside of this story where you can hear those interviews. Make sure you check back tonight after the polls close to see who's headed to City Hall.
I know Todd has been working hard on getting all of those interviews, Dia. Well, tonight we have an update on the suspicious letters sent to Kansas Republicans. The Kansas Bureau of Investigations is turning the case over to the FBI after learning that these letters go beyond just the Sunflower State. At least 100 were sent out. Some contained a white powder. In a statement today, the agency says it needs to do more testing to characterize the material in the letters. The statement adds it's working on identifying all the letters sent, those responsible, and a possible motive. KSHB 41 will keep you updated as we learn more on this story. The search continues for a suspect in this crash involving a stolen car that left 7 people hurt this morning. Kansas City police say the driver of the stolen car hit a box truck and a concrete truck. This happened on I-35. The concrete truck then continued over that guardrail there onto I-670 and hit 2 other cars in the process. The interstate was closed for 5 hours this morning. Thankfully, everyone who was involved is expected to recover. The driver of the stolen car took off from the scene on foot.
Although signs point to inflation cooling, grocery prices are still on the rise. The Labor Department says food costs ticked up by 0.2% in May, the first increase in 2 months. Over the last year, grocery prices have gone up about 6%, and boy, do we all feel it. Aside from rising prices, access to fresh produce in some neighborhoods can be difficult to come by.
But a family of urban farmers is doing something about it. KSHB 41's Alyssa Jackson introduces us to the Youngs, who are launching a produce support program of their own.
African American community is such a tradition to have green.
Right.
The Young family started out just testing their green thumb.
They don't want to let go.
This was a garden years ago. Now it's a full-scale urban farm in the heart of Kansas City's Ivanhoe neighborhood.
I swore I would never have a garden. If my dad was alive and he could come see this, he would probably chuckle.
Growing at this scale took a lot of trial and error.
It's a lot of work.
As fortunate as the Young family is with a land of fresh produce, they say that's not the reality for much of their community.
For folks who maybe aren't familiar with Ivanhoe neighborhood, which is where we're located, the median household income is just around $30,000 per year. And so when we think about sort of the reality of those numbers, especially in light of increased cost of living, food access and really sort of quality of life in general is a challenge for a lot of the residents.
It's a challenge this family says they can meet.
Part of our efforts here is to produce enough to give back to those that maybe can't afford to buy organically grown food at a store somewhere.
The Young family is giving back because they say much of their community is in a food desert. That just means for neighborhoods like Ivanhoe, they have lower incomes, less options for transportation, and fresh, affordable groceries.
So this growing season, the Youngs are stepping in, launching a produce support program.
There's a term that I saw recently that I sort of relate to more than the food access, which is food apartheid. I think it's important for us to recognize and acknowledge that there were systemic inequalities that led to the situation that we're seeing.
They're aiming to remove those barriers.
There's often a lot of red tape associated with getting support, and so we're trying to avoid sending people down that same rabbit hole.
Off 38th Street in Wayne.
You can't miss us if you come down 39th Street.
The Young Family Farm might start out with 10 families in need with the hope that they can help even more. In Kansas City, Alyssa Jackson, KSHB 41 News.